Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great evening. I'm here to address an age-old question, and I thought we should explore this a little bit together, just based on my own experience. So the question is, do you prefer superwash or rustic wool? And I thought I would address this fun, entertaining topic by discussing a couple sweaters that I made. So let's get into it. The first one is this one right here. This is actually the first colorwork sweater that I made. And this is made with superwash. It's a beautiful design. I almost feel like remaking it. And part of the reason for that is because of the yarn that I use. So I use this Cascade Sport, the 220 superwash. It's very affordable. But, you know, you can probably even see, look at the pilling. I'm kind of, after all the work that I put into the sweater, people see it from a distance, they're like, they don't care. It's beautiful, it's a beautiful design. I'll share the design with you. I bought this pattern, I'm not sure, I think I got it on Ravelry. Might have been at Schoolhouse Press, but in any case, it's called the Seagull. And it's by Ruth Sorensen. So I even copied the colors. I was very excited. Yeah, I got it at Schoolhouse Press. Schoolhouse Press. That's the Zimmerman, her daughter's outfit. And it was a wonderful challenge. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish I would have done it with Rustic. Let me tell you something else about this project using the superwash that I struggled with because it requires steeks. So I'm going to go in here and turn it inside out. Have you ever tried steeking with superwash? I'd be really curious to know your experiences. So I had to go to great lengths. This has the crochet, but I don't know if you can see, it also has a sewn. I was just really struggling because superwash won't felt. So steeking becomes then, look here, I end up using some extra material to just make darn sure that that steek wasn't going to come undone. I was afraid, after all that work, right? I don't want the arm to fall off. Yeah, here's the other arm. I tried 3 or 4 different methods and it works. I must say I do wear this sweater and it's really warm. It has a bit of a sheen to it. And I'm sure I could wash it, although it would pill more. So I'm not real thrilled about that. Yeah, I didn't know any better. I really didn't know. I chose the yarn based on color. As we all know, superwash, you can get really saturated colors with that. In fact, I address this in my novel. My novel features a yarn store over several volumes. And the people who own the store are selling all kinds of yarn to all kinds of people for all kinds of purposes. It's really fun to write about. So the superwash rustic debate even comes up in the story and forms a little part of the plot line, which is so much fun to write about yarn. So now I'm going to show you a second sweater that I knit more recently. And I knit it with this yarn in multiple colors. This is the Roma Finul. And it's from Norway. And I call this a rustic yarn. It's non-superwash. The colors, I think the colors are brilliant. And I'll show you the sweater. I love the colors. So I think these colors are pretty saturated. I don't know how I could improve. Do you think I could improve on the brilliance of these colors by going with superwash? I'm not sure. I like this fabric. There's no pilling. It is nice and consistent, even, and it's it's got a bounce to it. The superwash fabric, to me, it feels heavy. It sags a little. It would be a good kind of drape if you're doing like a shawl. Something where you sort of want that sag to take place. But with a sweater, I want a garment that's a little more fitted and that will hug me a bit and not just get bigger with every wearing and every washing. Now, there's an argument to be made for how to wash this type of yarn. I have never had a problem finding a washing machine with a hand wash setting. And that's how I wash all my hand knits. I've been doing that for years now. So I just put a little wool wash where the detergent goes. I set it on hand wash. Make sure the temperature is set to cool, low, whatever you call it. Beating it up. There's a word for that. But I would repeat this in a heartbeat. And I would steek this. This does not require steeking. This is a bottom up yoke sweater. I'll show you the pattern. I love it. It's from the summer 2018, interestingly, summer 2018 edition of Interweave Knits. So you can see that's the pattern, right? And I did kind of, I changed up the colors just a little because I'm all about the bright colors. This is called the Tucson. Let me just make sure I get the name right. Tucson pullover, and the person who designed it is Jessie Ostermuller. So I'm now, since this took a lot of work, the other sweater took a lot of work too, but it's pilling. I'm so thrilled that I used this Norwegian rustic yarn because I feel like this is not going to wear out. I feel like it's probably going to get softer with every washing, and there won't be any problems with draping. It's going to keep its shape, and it's going to keep its color. So I just thought I would, share my experience. You may be wondering, what kind of wool should I choose? Everybody hears about Superwash and how easy it is to run through the washer. It won't felt, so it's not going to shrink. And, maybe for something a kid's going to wear for a year and then grow out of, that would make a lot of sense. And yes, the colors, I'll confess, most of my sock yarn is 75% superwash. It's mixed with nylon. And a lot of people think the nylon is a bad idea. I'm sort of growing more and more attached to that argument. I don't know if you've ever heard, there's a new yarn store in Omaha, which I highly recommend. It's called Warmth, a wool boutique. And all that she carries is rustic wool. And a lot of it's from England, Norway, France, but a lot of it's also from Spain and Portugal. And the prices are really quite good. She has Icelandic wool, but that's all. She won't carry any superwash, nothing, not even nylon. So she sold me on sock yarn with no nylon. So I'm going to try that, and I'm going to see how I like it. I was like, I should reinforce it. She said, no, it'll felt, and that will hold the sock together. So I suppose that is a logical claim. I'd love to know what you think. I'd love to know your thoughts on the superwash sweater that's pilling but brilliant, as well as the rustic sweater, which is equally colorful and not pilling. What would you use? If you have any questions on my experience, I have another sweater that I knit from Superwash from a different company that it's not yet anyhow pilling, but I'm also drawn more and more to low P and brown sheep and Rauma. So I look forward to your comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And anything you'd like to see with regard to yarn, knitting, sweaters, socks, those kinds of things, just let me know. And I'll try to post some content that will meet with your expectations. Hope you have an awesome night. Take care. Bye.